satisfying is that for you as captain to lead New Zealand to victory, in a position of trouble there midway through the innings?
Yeah, it's obviously very, exciting to have that sort of match-winning contribution, and we obviously were under a little bit of pressure when I came in with the bat, but for me it's just about sort of working with Dev through that middle to build a partnership and sort of hit our targets as a batting unit, and we managed to do that, and he obviously played a great innings as well, and then Nish and Darryl at the end to sort of build those little partnerships throughout an innings was really important, so obviously very satisfying to get across the line.
What are the main things you and Devon sort of talked about when you came to the wicket? I think it was 53 for 3 there in the 11th over, obviously pretty tough stuff. What do you guys talk about needing to do well in that wicket? Yeah,
we obviously got off to a reasonably good start, sort of from a run rate point of view, so that sort of bought us a little bit of time. And we knew they were going to come hard with the off spinners with 2 lefties, and we thought they were going to use a lot of their resource, reasonably early, and for us it was just about trying to sort of take it in 5 over blocks and keep trying to hit those targets that we talked about out in the middle. So we always thought we were a couple of good overs away from being back on top, and as I said, he played great innings, and there were times there we had a couple of good overs, and the momentum shifted and back in our favour. So that's sort of what we talked about out in the middle.
And what was it like to bat on it? I mean, obviously you've played a lot of cricket here, but mostly day games. Obviously you're under lights now. What was it like in that second innings? Yeah,
it's obviously a small sample in terms of games that have been played under lights here, but it probably turned a little bit more than we initially thought. We thought it'd kiss on a little bit more under lights with a bit of dew, but it sort of did that towards the back end, especially with the seamers. So it was a surface that there was a little bit there for the spinners, but from a seam point of view, it did kiss on. So obviously sort of hard to know what we'd do if we're in that situation again, but it was nice to get across the line.
And what does it mean to you? I mean, you're a Canterbury boy, under lights here at Hagley. I mean, you grew up here in Christchurch. To lead your team to a series victory on your home ground, is that the stuff you sort of grew up as a little kid here in Christchurch dreaming about? Yeah, sort of those things you do dream about in terms of playing, for your country and in front of your home crowd. And we obviously played a lot of cricket here. Haven't played a lot under lights here for New Zealand. So it was obviously very satisfying to be in that position. Yeah, and what does it mean to sort of clinch the series 2-0 now? It's been a great summer for New Zealand. You guys haven't lost a series. Hopefully if you can do the T20s too, it could be a perfect summer for the BLACKCAPS. I mean, team's going well at the moment.
Yeah, all 3 formats have been playing some really good cricket, and for us it's about trying to improve each game, and we'll sort of debrief this game in terms of a few areas that we would like to sort of work on, and we'll get to Wellington and try address those, and then obviously if we put another good performance out on the board on the park, in Wellington, then hopefully we can win the series 3-0, and then obviously the T20 boys will come into play. So the season's coming to an end pretty quickly, so a couple of good performances would be great.
And that's your 5th ODI attempt for New Zealand. Where do you rate that? Is that your most meaningful, given the state of the situation when you came to the wicket?
Yeah, it's obviously nice to be in that position and be there at the end. I guess from a position that we're in terms of being under a little bit of pressure early on, it was very satisfying to, as I said, make that match-winning contribution.
How did you see that Kyle caught and bowled? You would have got a decent look there. Did you think it was a legitimate caught and bowled, or what was your sort of take on the situation? Yeah,
I actually couldn't see because I was blinded by the batsman. But I guess that in terms of the rules, they're taken out of our hands, and we trust the rules and the match officials in terms of what they're trying to do. So I guess one of those things would have been nice if it went the other way. But for us, it's about trying to move on from that and try to stick to what we're doing, do well with the ball. And I thought we did that pretty well today.
For me, just Devon Conway, obviously, here a couple of weeks ago, got that great 99 not out in the T20 against Aussie. What have you sort of made of his play, and how crucial was he today for you guys? Yeah,
he's obviously taken to international cricket really well in the 2 formats that he's played. He's had great amount of success domestically, for the last couple of years, and I've seen that firsthand against Canterbury, and he's obviously played another great innings today, and he's taken to international cricket really well, which is great to see that guys can come from domestic cricket and perform straight away at the international level.
Last one. So you looked to be pretty proactive using your feet against spin. Was that a premeditated plan coming into it, or?
I guess from my point of view, it's trying to sort of put the bowler under a little bit of pressure in terms of sort of using your feet or getting back in the crease. And today I thought it was sort of a tough option not to use a sweep, so I sort of put that away today and just tried to hit the ball down the ground. And when I came in, it's just about trying to be proactive and put a little bit of pressure on the bowler.
It's almost becoming. Oh, is it all good?
Yep, no, that's fine. Yeah.
It's almost becoming a recurring theme of you leading the boys home in a run chase. Is that something that you personally pride yourself on?
Yeah, it's obviously in that position, where I bat in the middle order. It's important to sort of be adaptable in every situation. And today for me it was about trying to build partnerships and try sort of be there at the end. Once Dev got out, it was important for me to be there at the end and build those partnerships with the different guys that came in. And I thought the innings Nish played and also Daryl at the end was outstanding. So they might not be massive partnerships, but they're certainly significant contributions throughout innings.